On May 5th of 2024, two Mollo players would start playing friendlies, and 2 minutes later, they would find something new about the character that has been lurking in the code for over 2 years.
What? Wait, was that Brick?
Let me break that down. Architect dash attacked an exploding finisher bomb to temporarily pick it up before throwing it, which, having started the countdown while in my hand, is unable to hurt him through the properties of bomb ownership. And, because it's my bomb, he's able to dash attack it without resetting the cooldown, allowing it to explode in his hand before he throws the bomb. Dash attack, now without a bomb to throw, pulls into the Mollo spaghetti code to find a failsafe. And somewhere in there it finds a brick. Now, if you're not a Mollo brain rot like me, this is probably the last thing you'd expect for Mollo to pull out of his pocket, and that's for a good reason. The brick is an extremely deep cut, dating all the way back to early 2020, before Mollo was added to the base roster. Geek, thinking that Baseball Bomb was way too spammable, tested a replacement for it in the alpha build of Workshop Mollo. This was the brick. Brick would deal more damage and knockback depending on how fast it was moving, making it a more conventional way to get kills on a character that didn't have normal strong attacks. The brick also didn't have a fuse and would disappear when touching the ground. Brick, however, was never brought to the main workshop branch, Baseball Bomb instead getting a rework. And in all my research, I couldn't find footage of it being tested. Messing around with the code, I found a way to re-enable it, showing what it might have looked like. So that begs the question, why is this rejected Baseball Bomb rework in Basecast Mollo's files, while the Baseball Bomb itself isn't? Well, according to Geek, it goes back to the development of Basecast Mollo, when he didn't have a bombless dash attack, instead always using the bomb dash attack animation. And because you were able to use it without holding a bomb in your hand, the devs thought he needed a projectile to throw out of it. This role would be filled by the brick. But, unlike the workshop version of brick, this brick would simply bonk the opponent instead of sending them flying away, being stronger than any other bomb bonk. Whatever that means. You might be wondering why I'm not throwing the brick to show this off. Well, brick is weird. First of all, to even get the brick in my hand without using mods required me to go back to the original replay, pinpoint the exact moment Architect dash attacked the bomb, take control of the first Mollo with my controller, enter frame by frame, double jump up air at the right time to send the bomb up.
Oh.
I love being right.
Take control of the second Mollo with my keyboard to have him fall down to the ground, position the first Mollo to dash check the bomb mid-air to pick it up, and get the second Mollo to trade with the first one after he picks up the bomb with dash attack.
Yes, Brick!
Yes!
We have
Yes!
Brick!
We have achieved brick!
So now that we actually have the brick in our hand, we can see some of its properties. First off, it has an infinite fuse timer, because bombs that spin in your hand like this would normally explode after 50 frames. But we can run around brick for as long as we want. It's kind of funny that it shakes out like this, because if you use modding to spawn a brick in your hand, you can see that it actually isn't visible since it doesn't have a health sprite. So it being in this mysterious, and often annoying, limbo state of being in your hand and being on a timer to explode is the only way it can visibly be in his hand. Now, what about that weird explosion? It doesn't seem to match any of Mollo's 4 bombs explosions, so what is this? Well, as in the Mollo Workshop character skin code, Mollo's brick explosion code is completely commented out, which would theoretically cause it to crash the game when it hits the opponent, but instead we get a semi-strong explosion. Why? Because there's some code above it for a finisher bomb sour spot that shares the same ID. Obviously. That opens a whole other can of worms about Mollo's development, but this effectively just means that bricks still exist in the code for some reason, can only be spawned through extremely specific circumstances, and does not function how it's supposed to in the slightest. And that's how we discovered another piece of Mollo tech that isn't useful during actual games and will definitely be patched out next update. If you want to have an easy brick setup to mess around with though, you can make yourself invincible to bombs using runes to terrorize your friends with the brick. Thanks for watching.